I can't believe I'm saying this, but Benji wins and gets to return to the game!
Yes! Whoa!
Yeah, guys, you saw it. I saw it. Benji is back. Oh my god, I have so much to talk about it. And I think most of the fandom won't like this because 99% of this fandom loves Benji. And I also like the character, but man, this comeback, I have things to say. A lot of them. Hello everybody, totaldrama here with another Disventure camp reveal. And this time is the return episode where one of the eliminated contestants will return to the game. And you guys already saw at the start who won the challenge. And the episode was good. I really liked the interactions in this episode, but this comeback, I have so much to say what I think about it. And yes, if you're a Benji fan, not a normal one. If you're a normal one, you can stay and watch the video. If you're one of those fanatic fans who can't accept any kind of criticism to this character, you can leave right now because I'm going to say some things in this episode that you guys not going to like it. So let's start this reveal. You guys will enjoy it. Let's go. The episode starts and we have already the first thing. It's Emily arriving at the elimination place that the eliminated contestants go, that I forgot the name. I'm not kidding, I already forgot the name of the place, but whatever. The thing is, she explains to everyone that, well, one of you will come back and the others will lose the game completely forever and not a chance to come back, and this is the only chance to return the game. And some people get excited, like Aubrey, but also not that excited because she wanted to do another day, which is a really funny scene because she's still with the whole Zodiac script thing. And some are like a bit worried, like Bruno, and some like Benji. I'm gonna talk about later. Which, yeah, okay, I need to talk about this comeback already. I'm already gonna talk about it. That is, only one contestant returning is a bit unfair. Every season was two. Okay, season 2 wasn't 2 characters, was just one, but it was the first time they did it. But in the other seasons, 2 contestants return. Why here just one can return? Like, we have fans versus favorites. Why one favorite and one fan or 2 fans to return? Because then the numbers get a bit equal. No, we only one can return, and this one that we return will be a favorite, which is really unfair because now we only have 4 favorites, and I think 4 fans, and I think only 8 favorites or 9 favorites, almost like this. And it's unfair because we have a lot of characters we already saw before. We already know basically everything about these characters. We have nothing more to do with it, especially the ones that weren't eliminated. And we have another one that, yes, you still have a plot to do, but we already saw before coming back. That is Benji, and the fans are way interesting, way cooler, way more. They have things to do. We can't see them anymore because they are eliminated because they need to return Benji. But I'll talk about this when we talk about the winner that I have already said who is, because oh my god, it's so unfair. Oh, but Benji was the only good choice. If you think that Benji was the only good choice, you're I can't swear in this video. I can't say you're dumb for thinking that, but come on, the other choices were also good. Just because you don't like the characters doesn't mean they can improve or show more to the game. You're just saying that because you love Benji, but he wasn't the only good choice. We have way better options that could do things way better and way more interesting than Benji doing the exact same plot he did the last season. But anyway, let's talk about the other interactions that happened in this episode. They are way more interesting than the challenge and the winner. We start with the one that I didn't expect to be that interesting, but was really cool. That was Anastasia, Dunia, and Ernesto. They make a trio in this episode, and it's really nice to watch them together interacting. Ernesto still has this whole old guy thing, but with caring and giving advice to the other contestants. But in this episode, he focused on Dunia and Anastasia, which is really cool. I like them interacting. It's finally an older character since Miriam that is actually interesting and actually convinced while talking to the other contestants, because the way he talks to Dunia about love and how she feels, it's really great, and how he supports Anna after she loses. It's also a good scene. I enjoy them together interacting, but also he wants to come back, so he doesn't just go full support mode. He has more than just being a support character, and it is really cool. I really like them interacting. And we also have Dunya and Anastasia interacting, which is a bit of a friendship, because she said that she's really nice to be around, and a bit of a rivalry with trying to win the game and trying to come back and kind of prove who's the better one. And I'm a bit scared of how this would turn, because it's a friendship. I really enjoy this friendship, but the internet, and damn, this two interacting might cause some things. I'm really worried about it, but let's not focus on that. But did they have a little chemistry in this episode? It's a bit true, because damn, some moments they were interacting with like someone control Anastasia, because this woman. But okay, focus on the important things. I really enjoyed them interacting, and were actually the best thing in this episode. I really, really enjoyed the interacting in this episode. It was really cool, and I wish we saw more in the show. But unfortunately, we won't see it. And then we have interactions. Juna has interaction awareness about the whole love thing that I explained, which is a really cool interaction. And then we have an interaction with Benji and Anastasia that I really had to talk about it. Benji is all down and sad because, oh my god, I was eliminated. Seeing that isn't annoying, but the way they put Anastasia there to talk to him and it says some hard truths in his face annoyed me a bit, because she says, why you're here? Why you're sad? Because you didn't even try to play the game. You were just standing there waiting for something, a miracle to save you or help you, and now you're here trying to go and win the challenge to come back. Why come back if you think you can do this? Why come back if you're not, playing the game? You're not trying, you motherfucker. In its interaction, they annoyed me, because Benji just keep victimizing himself, and Anastasia just say the truth, because, you didn't try, you're not good at this game, at least you didn't play well this game, and coming back, it doesn't make sense, because if you don't want to play anymore, why are you still here? And it's a really good question, why he's still here. I really asking this. But anyway, she was doing that because, I don't know, they needed this scene, so in the end, when he wins against Anastasia, he can say a phrase and, oh my god, look at me, I won, blah, 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 blah. And it really forced the scene. I don't think Anastasia will waste time of her life talking to him about it. It's basically, she gives me a bit of the support, and oh my god, you need to try. Val noticed she's doing that, and it's ridiculous. I didn't like the scene. It's just imposed to Benji so he can try and prove himself, and oh my god, the scene is just ridiculous. And because he looks, oh my gosh, she's right, I didn't even try, I need to prove myself. Why you didn't do that in the start of the season? But okay, I'll wait. I'm gonna hold my criticism to Benji till later, okay? I'm going to hold. I just didn't like this interaction, okay? I did not like it. Later, we have interaction between Bruno and Manuel, which is okay interaction. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was just really forgettable. Manu is a character that I really don't care in the season, and this episode he was basically nothing. It's cool seeing him supporting Bruno and the whole, you look like my little brother and all that, but sincerely saying, I didn't care about it. And Bruno is the only interesting thing here because he is a good character, and I see him trying to get confidence in trying to win this. It's super cool. I really enjoy the interacting. But not that interesting. The best thing that happens here when Era and Finn appears and try to make fun of them. And thank God we see more Era and Finn interacting in this episode because they are a really cool duo and really funny. I really enjoyed them in this episode, but they didn't have a lot of screen time because they needed to focus on other contestants, which I didn't enjoy. Also, Waiting appears, and he's good terms with Manuel now, and okay, just a really fast scene so to show, Waiting is not in his stupid villain arc anymore, and it's good terms than everyone that I couldn't care less. Like, if this scene exists or not, wouldn't change the episode, so I don't care about the scene. Whatever. Then we have a really quick scene of Dunia and Era actually interacting. The Era isn't apologize about what she did to Nura, and Dunia is just there watching her talk about her life, and Era opening up and talking about how everything is stressed to her, how her parents did whatever, and blah 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 blah. You know, the whole sad story every character in the show needs, and it actually works with Era. I really enjoyed the scene, but it felt a bit weird. Like she's just open up randomly to Dunia and keep talking and talking, and like, okay, we know more about her character. It's really interesting to know about more characters' past and why they act the way they act, but it felt a bit forced and way like too fast. Like we didn't get any depth about it, and they obviously not going to work on it because she's already eliminated. So yeah, it's a good backstory and how she talked about what happened and why she do what she did, but like, yeah, if the scene wasn't here, it wouldn't change a lot about the character because they don't go too deep about it. So yeah, it's a great scene. I really enjoy seeing more depth on Era, but like nations working on characters they're already eliminated, making it way more interesting, but not really working on it. Wow, I'm so surprised about it. It really annoyed me. So yeah, Era goes through the list of characters who were eliminated too soon and didn't have too much work about it because they need to focus on other characters that no one gives a shit about. Anyway, those interactions were nice. I really enjoyed those interactions. And some I didn't. So yeah, it's kind of a mix here. The best interactions were the ones involving Dunia, Anastasia, and Ernesto. And besides the Anastasia and Benji one that I really felt forced. But yeah, those interactions were good. And the others were just forgettable or just like, oh my god, it could have worked way better in this if they were still in the show. But anyway, the challenge begins. Okay, I have 4 of these vultures running around. You have to catch one, and then when you catch one, you can complete the next part of the challenge. Compete in the next part of the challenge. And the characters they found are Bruno, after winning against Aiden in a way that I think was just a bit of a fan trying to trick Aiden in a way that is like, okay, so he and James are probably married or not. I'm not sure. I think they are. And yeah, it's a good information. It's good for them. It's cool to know about it. But like, whatever. In my personal opinion, like, okay, why is it here? Anyway, Bruno wins, and like when Bruno gets this bird, I was like, oh, okay, they forming something cool here. Bruno already win the first part. Bruno will be a good returning, and Aiden's not going to return because already lose this part of the challenge. He's not going to win the next one. So yeah, that's good. Aiden's not coming back, and Bruno has a chance. Already getting my hopes up here. And already do a little bit of a 80 maybe being married, but like, who cares about it? Then the next part happens. And then we have Aubrey, Finn, and Era. And they saw the thing. Finn manipulates Aubrey to think Olivia doesn't care for her, which was a really stupid scene, but really hilarious because weirdly, Aubrey and Finn interacting work together. It was really funny because Aubrey did the whole, oh my god, you're a Scorpio, what the fuck? Ah! It was really fun. And also Finn tricked Era and it was being a total bitch. Like, oh my god, this guy is an asshole. But it was a really fun scene because then Karma gets him later. But it was like, oh, Finn or Bruno might return. 2 Finns, which is good because they deserve to return. They have a chance to improve and show more in this game. But then we have Anastasia founding her bird, which good. Anastasia is a good choice because I like the character, but a fan would be way better. And it's a really fun scene, her having a little revenge against Dunia, like happened in the first episode. And she wins, and it's cool. And then later, the last person to find the bird, it's Benji. Tricking Ellie in a way that it's unbelievable. They found the fucking thing Ellie was going to get to return to the game. Which I don't get mad for her being tricked because Ellie will also be a bad choice. But if she was there, she would win the challenge. And Benji tricks the girl who was in her 3rd season with the class said, oh, come here, just a final hug. And she believes it. And he puts her in the ground and basically just gets and wins the part of the challenge. He tricks Ellie in the oldest streak ever. And the girl believes it. In my opinion, she wanted to lose on purpose because she wanted to give to Benji. Because, my God, it's unbelievable. A veteran of this show being tricked in the most stupid way possible. Like, win the challenge, talk later. But no. She did it on purpose. It's unbelievable to think that they made Alice so dumb to believe in this. But they did. But Benji fans don't care because apparently if he wins, it's not a problem. It doesn't make sense. It's poorly written and a veteran would never fall for that. But doesn't make sense because Benji retained. But anyway, it's not the bad part. We still have Benji going against Anastasia, Finn, and Bruno. If Finn and Bruno wins, it's a good thing because the fans return and have more show this game. Even Anastasia wins, it's not that good. I would prefer others, but she still has something to offer because she has the rivalry with Natalia and everything. If Benji returns, what is he going to do? Prove himself again that he can do things? He didn't already do that in the last season. No, he didn't because he still don't have confidence. Well, it's his problem. He didn't try enough in the first time. Oh, but he needs to prove himself and try to do things again. So why did the writer decide to eliminate him in the first place? Why he didn't stay the game, prove himself, and going with the whatever plot is going to start over again because, you know, it was already happening. In episode 10, 9, I don't care. He was already trying and doing the challenge. In the model episode, he was made as ass. Okay, he lost the challenge, but at least he tried. He was starting to do something. And then they stopped the plot in the middle of the thing, just to eliminate him, and then return to the game again. So why eliminate him in the first place? If you're already starting this shitty plot who's the two of us how it's going to end, why did we eliminate him? It doesn't make sense. Because it's going to win in two ways. Of him reaching the finale, almost winning, but at least having it, I prove myself that I can do it. Or he wins the money and I prove myself that I can do it. It's the exact same plot that happened last season. Like, come on. It's basically the same Logan plot. That he's proven he can do it. It's the freaking Logan plot over again. Oh my God. Anyway, the fourth found the freaking bird and going to do the challenge. The first part, Bruno couldn't even try to the first part of the challenge, that is jump against this thing that I forgot the name. Because the bird didn't go well with his face and he's already out of the challenge. And then they go to the next part of the challenge. They have to jump. Just the rule, they have to jump. But no, Benji talks to the freaking animal. The animal understands why he's talking and he goes around. And then we have the scene on Anastasia staring like it's the most smart and unbelievable thing in the world. Like, wow, how is he doing that? How is he not jumping and just going to the other side that is basically open to you to walk with a freaking bird? No, we need the scene of Anastasia that is basically She-Hulk of this universe, being impressed with Benji doing something. So his fans go like, oh my God, he's so smart, he's freaking Anastasia. Oh. Like, it's unbelievable how the characters are made way dumber in the show just so others look smart, so the fans go like, he did it. This scene is testing my intelligence. Like, how the hell Anastasia's not gonna do that? Or Finn's not gonna do that? Like, come on! Oh, but Finn was, oh my God, he's complaining with the bird, and the bird kicks him off itself. I think that's how I can name this. But anyway, two fans already out of the challenge, so only a favorite can return. If this is not randoms versus favoritism, I don't know what it is. And when they are reaching in the end, where only one can win, that is the most boring option ever and obvious, or the option that is not that good, but at least can do something spicing up in the game. Benji screams of Anastasia's bird, and the thing puts the face under there. First thing, for a show trying to be realistic, this is not realistic because these birds don't do that in real life. They just, if you didn't know that, they don't do that. They just put the head a bit close to the ground just to see if something's coming. But put literally on the ground, no, they don't do that. But okay, it's cartoon a bit, not too logic, but in this show they don't consider it too much, but now they consider it, so I can pass. But Benji talks to the animals and everything looking like, oh my God, he's so smart, that I can buy it. Come on, that is stupid. That's just straight up stupid. Like, come on. But anyway, Benji wins the thing. Everyone go like, oh, go Benji. Ali goes like, oh, go Benji, you can still do it. And Anastasia just say, you better win because this is gonna be look ridiculous. And of course he's going to win since everyone wants him to win. Don't think, or he's gonna reach the final. One of the two options because you think he's gonna be eliminated soon again. If they do that, the fandom of the Benjineer is gonna get so pissed they're gonna kill someone because you can't say anything bad about this character. Anyway, the final scene is them going to the motel. The Evie and Alec are staying. Evie gives a little burn to Alec that he deserved because she's not lying about the British thing. And Alec goes like, oh my god, kill me now because everyone is back. And basically everyone hates him. And he deserves to be hated because, come on, it's Alec. And the episode ends with Benji going like, I hope I can do my best. And that is the freaking episode. Anyway, I don't need to say this is ridiculous. Benji coming back just for the purpose of making the Benjis a bit happy and continue the plot of self-esteem being recovered and prove that he can do this is stupid. We already saw this before. It's basically almost the Logan plot. It's ridiculous. Like, if you wanted to do this with Benji, why eliminate him in the first place when he's already doing that in an episode of the Model episode? I don't understand. Eliminate the other one. Eliminate Alice so he could stay in the game and continue this stupid plot and a fan returns in this episode. But no, we have to continue this plot because it's so interesting. That besides the Benji is a fanatic of this character, he can just poop on the show in your screen and they applaud like he's amazing. We need to solve it. It's so stupid. We have Finn who could return, would be a really interesting character, really revenge plot, really villain plot who can do something. Bruno is a little fun character who can prove himself again, and that actually would make sense because it's the first time of him trying the season. And the way he was eliminated was actually he couldn't prove anything. And have a revenge and rival with Spencer would be way interesting. Ernesto have interactions with Ren and Nuren trying to solve things up and actually being an interesting character. Those characters could have returned and add something to the game. Even Anastasia, Aubrey, who weren't actually the best choices that I would enjoy just because I love the characters, but wouldn't be best choices. They could at least add something, a drama to the game. What's Benji's gonna add to the game? He winning self-confidence and actually going God mode in challenge because this obviously is going to happen. If this guy doesn't win 3 immunities in a row, the fandom will complain because you know how it is. And it's stupid that like Sincerely saying he was the obvious choice to return. Obviously, he would be the obvious to return because his plot wasn't ending, even though the plot is extremely weak and not going to add a lot to the show just for the character. So the Benji just go like, he's amazing. So yeah, it's stupid. Sincerely saying, this episode was being good. I enjoyed the episode. The interactions, some of them were cool, and the challenge was a bit fun. But this decision of Benji coming back for me was stupid. You guys are going to hate me on the comments. I know because you guys hate when you say anything about this character. But I'm not caring about it because this decision for me was stupid. Like, come on! But his fun needs to be complete because... Come on! I'm not just being a hater of Benji. If it was any other character coming back, I wouldn't be complaining. No, I would be complaining. If Aiden come back, I would be complaining. If Vanny come back, I would be complaining. And I'm complaining about Benji coming back because he's coming back. It's stupid because it's not gonna add anything to the game. And if adds, it's gonna be forced because this way of him returning, with winning the challenge the most easy way possible just to make others look dumb and he looks smarter, was already forced. And him coming back will be forced. It's almost like Logan winning the game in season 4, but at least Logan has a motive to win because they made a comic later explain the situation, which is the same situation basically Benji is passing. It's basically the same situation. Parents who give too much pressure to the kid and now they have to prove themselves in the game. It's the same ass plot. And they're going to do it. If Benji doesn't win, he's gonna reach the final and prove himself as a person. Which is stupid because we already saw this plot before. And it's being done again. I'm not going to like it. Call me a hater all you want. But for me, Benji returning is stupid. I didn't like it. Oh, but he can have interaction with Rosa. But he can have interaction with the Silent Alliance. Have interaction with Rosa and Silent Alliance. You guys are already complaining about is the worst thing in the world. Wow, amazing. Anyway, that was the episode, and that's my opinion about Benji returning. I know this review was a bit just me complaining about it, but it is just me complaining about it. I didn't enjoy this episode, at least to the final decision, and some moments you were extremely forced. Give your opinion down below, comment what you think, but that's my opinion. I didn't enjoy this.